Okay, so here is our first workout, which is called X's. And usually there's going to be a cone kind of set up in these spots here. Kids usually start right here and they do what's called an acceleration. So they start out slowly here, and then when they get to the middle of the field, they do like 5 to 10 steps of full on speed. Then they slow down and accelerate. They go around the cone, and then this is a like survival shuffle, very slow. If kids need to walk, they can walk here. Encourage them to survival shuffle, which is just running as slow as you can walk, but it's still running. Go around this cone and do an acceleration again in the middle, 5 to 10 quick steps, and then slow down. Sorry, go around that way, accelerate, or then cool down here and start over again. And that is 1X. And usually we do this timed, like 10 or 15 minutes. And kids will do any number of these, whatever they can get in, but usually that's a really good workout for a lot of kids to be getting work in and not a lot of direct one-on-one. So that's more of a team workout that we do. But those are X's, and I love X's because kids work hard during them. Another workout is called a ladder, where they are all starting right here. And you can either do this accelerating all the way through to the 100-meter mark on the other side, or you can do it an all-out sprint. It's totally up to you. But usually we start out a few laps of accelerating. So they start out accelerating all the way through, and then they kind of decelerate right about here. So you want them a really gradual acceleration around the corner and then decelerate a little bit. Then they walk the back stretch here. So they did 100 meters first. Now they're going to be doing 200 meters. So they do this back stretch of accelerating or sprint, whatever you want to do. And then they walk 200 meters. Get back here, and I'm going to erase everything now. And once they get back, after walking and recovering for 200 meters, now they're going to go and run 300 meters. Accelerate or sprint or just pace, like that. Then that's 300 meters. Then they walk 300 meters. So they walk 100, 200, 300, start at the start line again. And then it's time for 400, which is an entire lap around. Then they walk 400. And then after they walk 400, they end up back at the starting line. And when they get back to the starting line, then you go back down the ladder. So then a 300, run a 300, walk a 300. Then they will run a 200, walk a 200, run a 100, and that is the end of the ladder. So that's our ladder workout. We like that a lot. Then the other one is just repeats, where usually it's for 200 repeats. We always like to start where the 200 meter would start, right on the back stretch, and you sprint 200, walk 200, then sprint 200, walk 200. And it's just however, 8 is always a good solid number for those. And that's kind of our work on the track. I know that for our hurdlers, you had asked about, they usually don't take up all the lanes. We have a 6-lane track, and so our hurdlers will take up the outer 3 lanes, I guess, outer half, and they only go about halfway down. So they set up the hurdles where they would be, and they only go halfway down, so they don't take up the entire track. I think that's kind of it for our track workout stuff. this scene just kind of shows a lacrosse field. You can kind of see it right here, just kind of a big field. You could use a soccer field or just any wide open space that you have. And this is our fitness course. And the point of this is to kind of get everyone moving, but with varying activities. So usually we start out at a spot. We just start out here. We do an acceleration, again in the middle, 5 to 10 quick steps. When they get down, I don't know, 75 meters, 100 meters, something like that, then they do 10 sit-ups or push-ups, whatever you want to do. Let's say sit-ups. Then from the sit-ups until this next cone over here, they'll do 10 like high jumps is what we call them. So reach for the sky on alternating legs. Then from this cone to the other cone, they kind of walk. And then from this cone to this cone, so this area, they're doing two-legged bounds. So kind of a two-legged long jump. And they really have to get down really deep and dig and throw their arms and all that good stuff. Then they jog up. This is a little hill here until we get to a spot. And here we do 10 push-ups. And then you recover back down to the start and you do it all over again. Again, this is a timed thing. You just have to find your own space and try to kind of make it up. I mean, we made this up years ago, so got to find your own space, but it's a good workout, and that, again, it's a timed thing. This is the front of our school, and this is a really steep hill going down that direction. And so on big team workout days, we have half the group either doing X's in the track or the fitness workout, and then the other half of the group is doing our hill workout. And so what we have here is just a bunch of kids lined up like 6 deep, not across the street, but obviously we're zoomed in pretty far out. And usually, however many you need, there's a bunch of groups. And coaches are standing on the hill, and it's kind of a relay. It's not a race, but it's a relay in a way. So the kids have to sprint up the hill until they are even with the coach that they are assigned to. So these 3 groups will go even with this coach. These couple will go here, and then the groups over here will go with that coach. And so no matter where the coaches are, they have to meet them. So if their coaches are way up here, and one's here, then another one is here, these kids have to go to this coach, these kids have to go to this coach, these kids have to go to that coach. And so the coaches just move up and down the hill. And it's, again, a time thing, usually like 8-10 minutes for this, because this tends to be a difficult activity, is usually going to be enough. I don't know why, not if this is a racing. And then if this were a racing, I could show you. There we go. Another one of our component of the hill workout is right down here is a stop sign, right kind of there, actually. And they will just run up here and then kind of go around. And this is a recovery, really nice and slow down the steep part of the hill. Get back a line and accelerate or run or sprint, whatever you want to do. So just finding a long, gradual hill. And this hill goes up that direction. And that is a common workout. And all of our workouts are designed to be, a lot of kids can do these at their own pace. But those kids who really want to challenge and bust it can do that.